Hey everybody, this is Eric Brady with Seattle Sound Home Inspections. We're just continuing our repipe here under the master sink. And the vibration from drilling through the floor back here actually started to cause the P-trap to leak. So if I can just demonstrate here the way this is under most sinks. This is attached here and here. And it keeps water in this lower area in order to keep sewer gases from coming up your sink. So, you know, this is an older style with the metal. The alternative is the black ABS plastic, like this, and we occasionally get a PVC, but more typically in newer constructions is this. I actually quite like the metal. I think it's a little bit more stable. When you put things underneath the sink and you bump this, it's less likely to leak, in my opinion. I don't have any evidence to substantiate that, but I do look at several hundred of these a year. With the plastic, of course, it's you know, it's going to deform more when you bump it, and then also thermally, it seems like these seals are a little less stable because they're plastic rather than the thick metal that you get on here. What does happen with these metal P-traps is you get corrosion. It's metal and there's water all the time, and I pushed on that a little bit. But what typically happens with these is either they're copper inside there or brass, and with the zinc coating wears through. You can see it's worn through here, and then all you have is the chrome finish on the outside essentially holding it, and it starts to drip right here. So anytime you see this kind of bubbling action going on with your with the zinc here and it's leaking, I would just go ahead and replace this. And if you tap on it and it sounds hollow as opposed to a newer one, is definitely thicker. Now this may actually be a thicker one. You can see this is used. I have no idea. I just threw it in my plumbing box, but it should work just fine. Use the same fittings. Tailpipes sometimes wear out. These legs that go into the wall sometimes wear out, but more typically than not, it's just this P-trap. So this is an easy thing to replace yourself. No need to call a plumber for this, but you do need to get the right part. So the best way to do this is put a bucket under here, loosen it up. You typically need a plumber's wrench, so this is a good homeowner tool to have. You can loosen up these nuts carefully so you don't break anything off, and then get your P-trap out, and then you just go ahead and take your P-trap with you to the store, and you buy a new one of these and just swap it in. You're good to go. Snug her back down, do a hot and cold water test to make sure it's not leaking. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this back on here so we can get on with our lives and get our stuff back under the sink. Having a little bucket like this is great to have. You can see this was from a sink set that we had years and years and years ago, and I just threw it in the tool bin storage area. And anytime I'm working under a sink, I pull it out and I've got something to catch the water, which is really handy. You could use a mixing bowl or something like that. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good one. Happy Friday.